I44F am so trapped. I have no way out of my marriage. 56M. I44F don't even know what I'm going to get from this. I doubt it will really be seen at all. I'm genuinely just a scroller with no karma. Never thought I'd feel low enough to reach out. I hope someone does read it and buckles up and manages to make it through to the end. I suppose I am hoping to show this to him at some point with everyone's words of wisdom. I have been with my husband for 13 years this month, married for 7 years in August. I'm pretty easygoing, not high maintenance. I work and have a reasonably good salary for my area of the UK. When we met, we were both unemployed with health conditions. He also is now working and managing around his health conditions, which are pain-related and strong pain medications. Throughout our entire relationship, I have been mindful and accepting of his limitations. I chose to be with him regardless. I didn't realize his limitations would get to the point where my existence was barely acknowledged, where I became the bottom of the list of priorities, where any time we had together, he would just be sat on his phone, not interacting with me, no affection, nothing. Admittedly, I also do the same, just needing someone, friends mainly, to chat to feel less lonely. I've brought it up time and time again. I feel like I have created this life I have become trapped in. I'm a natural caring type. I take control over everything and manage the full mental load of the house, 90% of the housework, 100% of the cooking, organizing holidays, suggesting and organizing dates. I can't remember a time where he thought about taking me out, planned it and organized it. If I need something doing, I have to ask. It's not very often he will see things that need doing and do them. I'm tired of managing all this. I've always been subconsciously aware that I'm low on his list of priorities, but this past month I have been kicked in the guts. From him going out for most of the day on Mother's Day, as he had an important job that must be done that day for his daughter. Some wardrobe doors needed putting on. Due to that, he spent more time with his ex-wife than me. I know my daughter, adult with autism, isn't biologically his, but I was just hoping to spend some time with him, to be recognized for what I do for the family. Realistically, I know this job could have waited for his next day off. I would never begrudge him helping his daughter, but I have to ask for weeks or months and even years for some odd jobs to be done. It came to a head yesterday when we had arranged to go to a specific hobby shop for me, which is about an hour away, but he didn't get back in from doing the things he wanted to until 3:45, and the shop would be just about closing when we got there at 5. I calmly said I didn't want this to be a row, but I feel so low that I am just never a priority. That's when his next behaviors start. One of these days I will get something right. Oh, but you did XYZ, which upset me. The XYZ was a friend inviting me to a show another of our friends was in, that husband wanted to go to but never mentioned again. Then comes the next cruel behavior. This isn't working. I don't even want to be with you. I try to talk to him, just shut up. I'm not listening. He admits he puts no effort into the relationship, but is angry with me for no longer putting the effort in and doing things occasionally with friends. Eventually I get a sorry, and nothing changes. Whatever plan we had or my expectations are ruined anyway. I don't get that time back. I don't fit anywhere in his life, but try to give him everything. I spend money on his hobbies he doesn't even do. I bought him a dog which he promised he would walk every day or clean up after or train. He is being good if he walks him 4 times a year. I'm at the point now where I've given everything I can to receive nothing back. He thinks by giving gifts, etc., that's enough. Whereas I'd like time and attention. I'd like a cuddle. I'd like to have been able to go to that shop and not just wait around all day for him to be ready. Sad thing is, he knows he's in the wrong. Still does all this. I'd like for me able to voice my issues and disappointment without it somehow being made out to be my fault, causing a massive drama, or turning it round to him being hard done by. I'd like for him to do the odd jobs in the house that I ask for him to do, until he tells me to stop nagging, and I just shut up. It's a win-win for him then. He just gets out of doing it. But he can and will do anything for anyone else, just not for his wife and in his home. I'd like for him to recognize that twisting things, blaming me does not work on me. It never has. I'd like for him to remember the unwavering support he has had from me for every tough time he has had, from mental health to the loss of his mother and loss of jobs and debt problems. But where I am at now, I don't even care that he doesn't want me. He has said it so often, Al, that I don't think I even want him anymore. There's got to be more to life than being unloved, not cared about, and not being able to raise issues without it turning into a war. He's successfully managed to kill all my feelings except sadness. But we also just can't afford to separate. He has nowhere to go and outgoings, wise we need the two wages. I can't cover everything on my own. And he couldn't cover house costings and bills in a separate house on his own. So I'm just trapped to spend a significant part of my future feeling unloved and lonely. Staying together, but not together. I just can't sacrifice and potentially lose all we have worked for and the stability. I would like to be loved. What can I do just to be happy?